It's got a lot of people excited. It's got Bitcoin on its way to 110,000.
It's wild.
Some people say it could go to 250.
And I heard Mike Novogratz not too long ago say if there's a Bitcoin reserve, he sees 500,000. So, look, I think there's this newfound sense of bullishness as it relates to crypto and Bitcoin. People that didn't even like it in the past all of a sudden are interested. I had a conversation yesterday with a client who's 54 years old. He's interested in Bitcoin, owns none. So I think what's important for all the viewers out there is if you're not in it right now, how do you get into it? So you set a max target, maybe 5%. You buy half now, you dollar cost average the rest. That's really the best strategy. If you think you're late to the game, that's how you get involved.
You're a guy who puts himself kind of on a program, right? Every week I buy just a little bit of Bitcoin.
I do. A little bit of Bitcoin, NVIDIA.
Not trying to time it, just trying to get into it. Let me ask you, though, about NVIDIA, because that's been the big bull runner. It's in correction territory now. Interestingly, is this just profit taking at the end of the year? It's been a great year. Let's take a little money off the table. Or is there something else going on?
I mean, I'm licking my chops a little bit. You know, it's certainly looking a little more appetizing. All right, so first things first, I think next year you will see a passing of the AI baton from the chip makers towards software. So I think that is something that's real that we have to expect for next year. NVIDIA, obviously not in the software game. They're on the chip side. NVIDIA, look, it's now below the 50-day moving average. The 200-day is like 115 to 116. If it started to get close to that 200-day moving average, which it hasn't seen since January of 2023, I'd probably back up the truck. I'd be buying a lot of NVIDIA at that point. So under 120, as it approaches 116, I would be investing. It's a great stock. It's going to be a great stock for the next 5-10 years and beyond.
That seems like a reasonable entry point. I think when you look at the moving averages and you look at some of the technical levels, Mark, it gives you a sense of what you're waiting for, but it may not get there.
Correct. Which is why I'm not going to be completely stubborn about waiting until it gets to 116, 115. Between 120 and 116. 118, you give me 118.
You take it.
I'm going to buy quite a bit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.